Good morning. I wanted to do a quick review of the Lewis Bake Shop keto bread because I keep seeing a lot of posts, particularly on Facebook and the keto groups that I'm a member of, saying that it's a processed food and you shouldn't be eating it because it's a processed food. Well, if you make your own bread at home, you've just processed the wheat and everything else. You just processed it yourself. The difference is that this has been processed by a company. The number one thing that I'm seeing people complain about and say that, oh, this isn't keto, this isn't okay to eat, is because it has resistant wheat starch in it, in addition to wheat protein isolate. I went ahead and researched both of those ingredients, and I was actually pleasantly surprised to find out that wheat resistant starch is extremely good for you. Check out the Johns Hopkins website, and I think it's a pretty good source to go off of. But I actually can't find any website that negates the information. Everything is in agreement that the wheat-resistant starch is very good for you because it's basically just a fiber that feeds your good gut bacteria. It is actually good for the maintenance and prevention of diabetes. It is also used for used as a prebiotic and a probiotic. It feeds the good gut bacteria in your body. So it's kind of like giving yeast some honey. If you put honey in with yeast to activate it, the yeast eats the honey. So you don't count that honey as part of your macros whenever you eat whatever you cooked with the yeast. So same kind of idea. You put this in your body and the bacteria in your intestines eats it, but not you. It is actually undigestible fiber. So you're getting nothing out of that wheat-resistant starch. That doesn't mean that it is wheat. Yes, it was derived from a wheat product, likely, but it's not an actual carbohydrate that you're processing with your body, so it's perfectly acceptable to eat. Same kind of idea with the wheat protein isolate. Just Google it, see what it is. How many of your protein drinks have some kind of protein isolate in it? It's not a carbohydrate. Look it up, folks. Just because it has the word wheat in it does not mean that it is wheat. Same concept for oat fiber. I add oat fiber to lots of different things that I eat, and I'm not eating oats. It's not actually part of the oat, it's part of the stalk, but it is nothing more than pure fiber. It's no different than psyllium husk, and it's perfectly okay to eat. Just because it has the word oat in it or the word wheat in it doesn't mean that you should be afraid of it. Furthermore, in regards to this particular bread, it is the only bread that I have purchased that tastes like bread. It tastes like real bread, and my picky husband eats it and loves it. But I have actually tested my fasting blood sugar. I've tested my after meal blood sugar after eating this, and I have experienced zero increase in blood glucose, which is what should be happening based off of the ingredients on the bag. Now, I can't speak to everything that's less than 2% because for the most part, I'm not super interested in that. I'm super interested in the first 3 ingredients because that is what's gonna make up the bulk of the product. And I'm super pleased with this. I think that it's perfectly acceptable to eat. Eat some, test your own blood sugar, find out for yourself if it has an effect on you because everybody's body is different. But as for me, this is a 100% product and I will continue to eat it. Thanks.